that's and that's pandering to gender. Blah, blah, blah. I know you're referencing to consuming feces, but it's still sexual.
It's the dumbest argument I've ever
Your
heard.
matches against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
It's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge.
For the truth.
All right, Mulder.
Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality, too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Sure.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Seriously.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war.
Well, yes, you would.
But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
Uh-oh.
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
He's indoctrinated? Just watch.
Transit records show his
Okay.
name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You're a murderer.
You just shot your boss. He's dead. Why?
After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else. That was...
Take a good look. You did that. You pulled the trigger and killed him.
No. No! I couldn't have. No! I'm not a murderer!
Then what happened?
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Oh, no.
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed.
Uh-oh.
But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
What is the Leviathan? Is it a weapon, or...?
We don't know what it is yet.
Oh, sounds useful.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
You mean the audio log right there?
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
We can find it.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Garneau.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Search lab for clues.
Search lab for clues.
Is this Prothean?
Is this a clue?
Yes.
Is
I
this a
believe
clue?
Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
It's like Clues. What is that? Is that a head?
Look, it watches us.
What is it?
It's a husk head.
Oh. So pleasant.
Dang, girl, your apartment is swag. Or apartment? Yeah.
Office?
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
The first time I saw this, I was like, oh, Reaper's dinosaurs?
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Edie. Oh, ye of little faith.
I thought it was, because like when I came for, very first time I played this, I was like trying to figure out the mystery, and I was like, if there's dinosaur bones here, does that mean there were dinosaurs in one of the cycles? That would have been so cool!
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Wow.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
I don't know, maybe you shouldn't have a huge chunk of them in here to
I know.
indoctrinate people. You know how that's still how it works. Oh yeah, you don't look crazy at all with your red string. God.
No, what is this? Like a 90s murder movie?
It's the X-Files, Stacy.
Yeah.
Mulder, it doesn't make any scientific sense. It can't. Scully, but what if it does exist? And then it does.
Looks like data on the Rachni.
Cool.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. We saw a data pad containing data on Rachni movements earlier. It may be relevant.
That doesn't make sense because the Reapers are the ones who...
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment. The Rachni data.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter now.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity.
No results.
Great.
Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Great. Awesome.
So we need more stuff.
Yeah, we need more stuff, I guess. I don't remember it being like that, but okay. I think we have to go look at a picture again.
Oh,
here
I
we
found
go.
a clue.
At the moment.
Blah. Not reading that. Thanks.
Bryson
Whoa.
was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
I'm 100%
Adding it now.
sure that my boyfriend is gonna call me up as soon as he sees this online. Because he was a robotic space engineer and go, none of that math actually makes sense. It's just simple math. He did it last time. Every time there's math in our Let's Plays, he goes, that math? Not that. It's not that great.
That's not bad.
It's not real math.
Doesn't make sense.
Meteorite fragment,
Not that
maybe?
hard.
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
He's always like trying to like outdo things. That math?
Not math.
Nah, it's not math. Not good math.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, Element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Doing so now.
Alright. Got some more filters.
So let's throw
Zero
some shit up
deposits.
there.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. Based
There we
on the
go.
search results, Garneau is in one of these 3 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
No, let's go. Oh wait, what?
Further narrow the search.
5 possible systems.
Oh wait, hold on.
Element 0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
Okay, Edie, thank you. Let me just do it.
Rachni activity.
No results.
Oh my
Some of our
goodness.
search parameters may be
Edie, stop
irrelevant.
talking. God.
Let's just go.
3 possibilities.
Ew, her lipstick didn't look good in that shot.
There's been a couple shots where it's looked a little garish.
I think it's because of the DLC and the way they filter the colors for this DLC.
Yeah.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.